So this dude was a teacher?
We're just trying to get to the weekend, okay? I'll be here all next week, so I'm not mailing it in. It's Friday edition of the JR Show. CurtainRadio.com. Hell yeah, I did. I picked a bad week. We were talking about it this morning with Scott because he's getting ready to go on vacation. And he was talking about how he does the same thing. We checked the weather back home because I want you guys to be miserable while I'm in 73 degrees. And unfortunately, I'm just honest. You don't have to like it, but at least know I'm being honest. Me too, but I at least want to check to make sure that, I left on the right weekend. I didn't. I looked and it was 70. I said, what the heck? I bet you I'm going to come back and it's going to be 105. I was off by about a week. It's going to be 100 today. It's going to warm up even more. It's warm out there. I was standing in front of downtown earlier in front of the Chase waiting for the ATM. Now tell me this, please. I'm just going to be the old man on the lawn for a second and then I'll get off the lawn, I promise. And I'll stop yelling at the kids to get off my lawn. But at which point, okay, let me try to ask this a different way. Should there be a time limit on the ATM? You have been standing at this ATM and have done probably at least 3 transactions between 2 different accounts. At what point do you just need to take your happy ass inside the bank so I can get to the ATM a little quicker? I shouldn't have to stand for 10, 15 minutes to wait for an ATM. I almost went inside the bank. And all I was doing was pulling out $40 so I could get gas. This woman wants to pull money out of one account, pull that card out, put a different card in to access her other account so she could put the money in that account that she just pulled out of the other account. And then she's going to go back to the original account. And I'm just standing there. All I want is $40, lady. I'm just saying, at which point is it too much for you to do? Yes, I'm not saying, I understand that you're supposed to be able to do that from the ATM. But at which point should you just take your happy butt in the bank because you're going to be at that ATM for longer than what it would have taken you to walk in and just deal with the person and say, hey, can you take that money out of that account and move it into my business account, please? Instead of fumbling between two cards, and then they're on their phone. Of course, they're on their phone. Sorry, I'm going to get off the lawn right now. I promise. Kids, get off my lawn. Am I the only one? It's like a drive-through. At some point, if you're ordering for more than the people that are just in your car, your happy ass needs to get down. It's supposed to be a quicker service. Am I wrong?
I agree with you.
Yes.
I'm cool with people who go in and get a big order for the drive-through if you know what you're getting.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh. Drive-through would have no clue what no, your happy butt needs to go inside.
It's the worst. It's like you act like you've never been to McDonald's before.
You've been to a McDonald's, get a Big Mac and move on.
This isn't a new restaurant. You know what's on the menu. You don't have to pull up and go, oh, I think I'm gonna. Yeah, no, I don't think. Your ass has been in line with 10 cars in front of you. You could have figured it out already. Well, not only that, when you choose to go to a place like, oh, you know what? I feel like having Chick-fil-A today. It's because I know what I really want from there. I'm not going because, oh, I feel like having Chick-fil-A, but I think today I'm going to get something.
I agree with you 100%. And the ATM thing, I feel like if you have more than 2 transactions, you should be going.
I mean, I almost want to say one. If you have to pull out two different cards, take your ass inside.
I'll give you 2 because sometimes you gotta deposit the money and then transfer it. I get
They go inside and talk to the teller and say, hey, check it out, lady. I need you, babe, whatever. I need you to just to move some funds from this account to that account for me. Here's my IDs. Here's my 2 cards. Bada bing, bada boom, you're in and out. But no, your ass thinks it's going to be more convenient to stand outside at the ATM, pull one of your cards out of your wallet, put it in the machine, punch in your 4-digit code, wait for the machine to go, and then pull your money out. And then you got to put that card away. You got to pull out the other card, and you got to put that card in. You could have just handed them all to the lady by then. But now you're making us all wait. It's no longer convenient. I look at the ATM as a convenience, in, out. I don't want to stand there and watch you put in 3 deposits. I'm sorry. I'll get off the lawn now. Kids, continue playing. I'm going back inside. I wasn't even going to talk about that today. It just happened while I was out at lunch. Goodness gracious, it's hot out here and they got me standing on the sidewalk. And downtown is the worst. Okay, I'm back on the lawn. Get off my lawn, kids. Downtown is I'm sorry. I understand we want to grow downtown and we want to have all these businesses and da-da-da-da-da, but there is nowhere to freaking park. I have to go around Chase 4 times just to find a parking. You can't continue to grow a certain area of town and not provide adequate parking spaces for everybody. It's terrible. If only we could get a city councilman to leave and run for another office and open up that office and maybe, just maybe, we'll get some things done. Okay, I'm back off the lawn now, okay? Kids, continue playing. It's the weekend. We're going to have fun. We're going to try to go into the weekend and have a little fun. I'm going out of town tomorrow, going to another concert with my daughter, going down to Fresno. Going to go see some worship music play on Saturday night. So I plan on having a nice, peaceful weekend. No more on the lawn. We do have a great show for you lined up now that I took the first 8 minutes of the show sounding like an old man. We'll talk about the capture of the murder suspect, Andrew James McGann, 28, out of Springdale, Arkansas. He's a teacher, allegedly. He's been arrested in the murder of a married couple who have ties to Bakersfield. I guess we'll tell you where they captured him at. What else is going on? The president has moved 2 nuclear submarines in what is called a highly proactive move after comments from a former Russian leader. The fight to redraw lines in Texas and California continues. Governor Gavin Newsom was at a podium yesterday. Look at that. He was actually in California. I'll be darned. He does know where he lives. We'll tell you what that is all about. Ghislaine Maxwell, the story that keeps on giving, the Epstein case. Looks like she is being moved from a federal prison. We'll tell you where she is headed, what kind of facility it is, and what it might mean for Miss Maxwell. I got an email from a listener the other day talking about DUIs. I'll respond to that. And 2, not just Alex Fisher, but another reporter leaves KGET this week. We'll tell you who that is as well. Plus, a story about a listing for a San Francisco apartment that somebody will pay for it. That's how rent is going, though, these days. And there was another story about a Tehachapi couple where he had a heart attack on the day they were supposed to get married, or before they were supposed to get married. They went ahead with the wedding. I'll give you the details and why I think they rushed to the altar. But let's get to a break. By God, if you want to join the conversation, 661-842-5376, 661-842-KERN. You can call, you can text, you can drop a line in the YouTube chats. That's right, we're streaming live on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com, search up Kern Radio, subscribe, hit the notification button, be notified every time we go live. 2:05, followed by the Ralph Bailey Show. You can also find us on social media. Just search up Kern Radio on all the platforms. I'm also there. JR Flores or Kern, or why not JR? It's a Friday. Can I just get to the darn weekend already? My head's been pounding since this morning. I'll do a lap. Are you ready for the fitness test, Chris? I got like next year sometime. I gotta build up to that, Chris. Gotta get in shape. Like the rest of you, out of shape. Citizens of this country. Especially you on the east side, yeah. Don't believe me. Almost 80% of Kern County is obese or overweight. That's just sad. We'll try. Oh, well, I mean, there's always the $100 pancake at IHOP. I'll tell you what that entails if you want to order it. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back. There we go. Speaking of which, I got some news. I forgot I buried the lead. I heard somebody's going to run against Bob Smith for city council. The city council is about to change, y'all. I don't know if you realize it or not, but Andre Gonzalez is about to become an assemblyman. And somebody's going to have to take that seat. And then, yeah, I got a message last night from, well, I messaged them because I read something, and then I invited them on and said, "Hey, do you want to come on and talk about that? What's your announcement?" And they said, "Let me talk to my people, and I'd love to do it on your show. Just give me 24 hours, and I'll get back to you." But then I said, "Well, are you running against Andre?" And they said, "No, Bob Smith." I said, "Ooh, Bicycle Bob finally has an opponent." Well, we're about to take the air out of your tires, Bicycle Bob, and hopefully you and your boys won't have it so easy putting up those high-rise condos overpriced. You know how much it is for one of those condos in there? Not even a one bedroom, just a condo. It's like $1,500, $1,600, $1,700. You can't even move into downtown now. The people that work down there, they can't live down there. You can't afford that. Unless you're one of those lawyers, and trust me, if you're one of the lawyers, you don't want to live downtown. It's wild, but yeah, the city council just may have a couple of good races next year. Stay tuned. I will tell you who is going to run against Bob Smith. Maybe by the end of the show, if he doesn't text me and tell me that I can't. How about that? And then we're still trying to get Cassie Biddle, because I don't think Ken Weir's going to run anymore either. Where you been, Ken? So we'll get somebody to take that seat. And Andre's running around talking about, because he's acting like he's already going to get elected as an assemblyman, that he's got somebody in mind to take his seat. And as good as it is if he wins and he's no longer on the city council, a piece of me, that small little petty piece of my heart, wants to just see him lose. I know it's petty and I'm supposed to be above that. And like I said, it's for the good of the city, right? If he's not on the city council anymore, especially if we can flip that seat. But the makeup of the city council about to change. Gonna have some good races next year. Stay tuned for that. Did we have anything else on the text messages, sir? Can you hear me? You can't hear me. Did you hear me? You hear me? You hear me? Oh, I was like, do we have anything else on the why is there a wagon going through the? Never mind. Wagon going through the hallways here at AGM. You never know what's going to happen here in radio. Never know. What else you got on the text message?
Start using parking meters downtown. Raise money and consistent movement of cars.
I mean, I guess that's not a bad idea. Some of them are 2-hour limits, and I do see the BPD meter maid running around marking tires every once in a while. But we just have to find a better way of something. Because man, it makes me just not want to go down there unless I absolutely have to, and I don't have to. Somebody was text me and told me about an ATM drive-through story. The girl did at least 5 or more transactions. I see. I would have got out of the car. I would have got out of the car.
It's not what that is for.
And apparently the person looked back and laughed at the person that was behind him. Yeah, that's way too much. 2. You're lucky I'm giving you 2. And that's only because Chris convinced me. 2, maybe.
To
I shouldn't have to wait more than, and I know I sound like that guy. I shouldn't have to wait, but I shouldn't have to wait that long for an ATM. I just shouldn't. On a bright note, I had a good time at Casey's Steakhouse last night with my daughter. She had the steak bites, as always. Had the pina colada. Thank you, Liz. Not me, my daughter. No, it was a virgin pina colada. Calm down. I had the California chicken, which was delicious. Chicken vegetable soup, which was even better. Go down there. We'll start talking about the stockyard next week. We're going to have some fun in there. Been talking to Cassie about doing some really cool things in the stockyard. So stay tuned. Go watch our social media. Go follow me on Instagram. Why not JR for the latest shenanigans that might happen inside of the stockyard. Got to take a break. Come back on the other side. It's the JR Show. It's Curtain Radio. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's the JR Show. It's Current Radio. Check us out online, currentradio.com. Streaming now on YouTube. Just search up Current Radio on YouTube, and you can see us live every day at 2 o'clock, followed by the Ralph Bailey Show right there on the YouTube. Give us a follow. Tell all your friends. We're trying to make it to 10,000 subscribers, and we're... I was going to say we're about I would say 2% there, maybe something like that. 5% maybe. Yeah, but that's only a quarter of 1,000. And then we got another 10 on top. That's about 2.5% way there. Help us get to 10,000. Tell all your friends about it. You want to watch. Plus, we'll start doing a lot of other things besides the live shows here with myself and Ralph Bailey, and start to hit the streets a little bit and do some other things. Like I said, we'll be cooking up something for the Stockyard pretty soon with Cassie Biddle over there as they move in as sponsors on the JR Show. So stay tuned as more content will be provided. We promise. 661-842-5376. Let's finish clearing the text messages before we move on to our next topic, sir.
It's probably to keep the bums from sleeping in the chase everywhere. No, that's why they have the card reader. That's the whole reason. The door doesn't open unless you have a card to go in there.
Right.
So it can't be.
It can't. No, nobody can get in after 6 unless you have a card. If you have a Chase ATM card, there's a little slot and you can slide it in like if you were using the ATM, and it'll release the magnet on the door, and then you could go inside and use the ATMs. Or if you have the reader, with you don't have to do the slide, you can do the tap. Yeah, you just tap it and it'll open the door for you. So there's no need to shut that off after 8 o'clock. None whatsoever. And they're inside. You know what I mean? Like, what? I don't get it. Somebody's going to have to explain that one and make it make sense. 661-842-5376. What else?
Just the reduction of traffic lanes and related gridlocks will be enough to oust Bicycle Bob. Wait until California Avenue goes to 2 lanes.
I haven't got confirmation yet.
Oh, that's 100% happening. Are you kidding?
But every time I drive down California, and I do it every single day because our station is right off of California, this side of Easton, I live on California, that side of Easton. My daughter's school is on California and Morella. I have to drive down California back this way towards Oleander because that's where her mom lives. I shouldn't be telling you where I live. And I keep looking every time because I read the press release and it said the green paint is coming. The green paint. Follow the green road to Oz. And I keep looking at the road like, how are they going to put green paint here? Where can they possibly put a bike lane? There is no room for, not even the smaller old school bike lanes could you put in there. Because unless you take out the median, the center divider, and don't put a center divider all the way down California and just leave it wide open, which is probably more dangerous. That's the only way you're going to keep 3 lanes and add bike lanes. It's the only way. So just be prepared. For those of us that have to commute down California, and Stockdale in California is the busiest intersection in all of town. Me in California? Yeah, but I think they've actually clocked it with traffic and figured that this one is the busiest. Yeah. And how many people are coming off of the 99 going up California when they get off work, or how many people are coming down California to get on the 99 to go to work? And you're going to cut that down to 2 lanes. I hope not. God, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. And I'll try to reach out to the councilman over the weekend. I promise. I know he's busy running for assembly. But if they cut that down to 2, and then what? What do you do when you get to the 99? Because then you have to jump over to try to get onto. It's never stopped them before for doing dumb ideas. 661-842-5376. What else you got?
City council is messed up bad. Hope whoever runs against them care about the city and the people.
They do. At least the person that I know is going to run against Bicycle Bob. And I will have them on, if not Monday, early next week. And they will tell you all about their love and ideas for making this city more financially stable, safer, cleaner streets. Not just pretending, not just going, oh, look, we've moved the homeless. They're no longer on the streets. No, you've given them a voucher and they're just living in a hotel now. Still plaguing the streets all day long, still running around. But at least they're not sleeping on the streets anymore, right? At least they're staying over at the Red Roof on Oak Street. And don't play and don't act like, or the Travelodge. Check out the Travelodge on Oak Street. That's a nice family stay for the weekend. Anybody commuting through town, stay at the Travelodge. There's a whole bunch of people on vouchers that live in that hotel room, and I've heard the stories about, you know what they do with those rooms when they get a voucher? They pimp them out. They can pimp them out and do drugs. I'm not making that up. I know people that work with people at those hotels that thank God they're in a different place now. Thank God they've been elevated to a different place, if you get what I'm saying. I'm going to bring in that guy that told me that. He'll tell you all kinds of those stories. So yeah, when they try to pretend like, oh, well, we've done a great job of moving homeless from unsheltered to sheltered. Doesn't. It's Friday, you guys. I just got a text. Good news. My daughter doesn't have any cavities. How about that? No cavities for the young 8-year-old. Dad, on the other hand. 661-842-5376. I could take text messages all day. What else you got? Is that it? Okay, keep them coming.
This one's a two-part.
Okay, part one.
Part one, everyone in Bakersfield knows not to go downtown between the 1st through the 10th. What's wrong with you?
The 1st through the 10th. Why the?
To be honest, if you did this yesterday, that would be the 31st. So.
I know I did it this morning though. I was down there. I was down. Yeah, no, I was down there this morning.
It is on you. Why are you there first?
And it was noon too. So that was another fault of mine. I was there because I was dropping my daughter off at her mom's salon downtown. She's there in the Haberfeld, and I was figured, oh, okay, Chase is right here. It'll save me from going past work down to California and Stockdale. I can just stop at this one and then hit the gas station on the way home, because you know why I wanted to put gas, not just because I'm going out of town tomorrow. Gas has gone up. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this. I'm sure you have if you put gas in your tank the last couple of days. Gas has gone up just in the last 2 days, 10 cents, and it's about to go up another 10 cents if it hasn't already on you. Here's how I know, because I have a gauge, I have a marker. It's the 76 down here on California and Chester Lane. Right now, the other day, it was 365. And the way that I know that one's going to change is because this mobile right here off of Real and California, just off the 99, will change the day before. So it went up 10 cents. And I said, this one's going to go up too. And by golly, I'm right. The 12 hours later, they went up 10 cents. And now this one right here at the mobile is 10 cents higher than that 76 down there. So I said, I'm going to put gas before they go up another 10 cents. That'll be 20 cents just this week. A gallon gas has gone up. You can blame whoever. You can blame Trump. You can blame Russia, Ukraine. You can blame the state of doing oil business in California, refineries closing, more regulation. I don't care. 20 cents is out of control. blame all of them. We're the ones that get screwed. Somebody text me something happy. Come on, I only got 15 minutes left and it's a Friday. I'm trying to go into the weekend good. 661, part 2. Forgot that was a part 1. That's part 2. Go ahead, Chris. I might as well just stayed where I dropped my daughter off at the Haberfeld building. I might as well have just stayed parked right there. And well, I didn't because I was illegally parked. I was jumping out just to drop my daughter off. I wasn't going to be more than 90 seconds. I didn't even get out of the car. Her mom came out. There's no way I was going to drive around that building 3 times just to drop my daughter off. I was going to tell her she was going to have to do a tuck and roll. But yeah, I should have just stayed illegally parked and walked to the Chase. The lady using it doing 5 transactions might have been done by then. Goodness. And another thing, while I'm on the lawn, people don't, the very few parking spaces that there are, people don't know how to park. Leave enough for me to parallel. I can do it. But you're not knowing how to park behind squeezes in where 3 cars could have parked, and you somehow take up enough space that nobody else can park there. I got to take my coat off. I'm getting hot, Chris. Goodness gracious. Somebody is at the end of that. Then what else you got? Somebody text me something nice. Okay, who you got? Is it Cindy? It's not Cindy, is it? Okay, it's not Cindy.
Blood pressure should be going.
Oh my goodness. Who you? Virginia, welcome to the show. How are you?
Didn't have enough nerve. But you told something so funny several weeks ago.
Uh-oh.
I've been laughing every day.
Uh-oh.
You and Andre Gonzalez share a special bond because both of you had to work on your birthday.
We did. We did have to both work on our birthday, but I actually worked. That's the difference. That's the difference between our jobs, Virginia. I can laugh at myself, Virginia. And don't ever feel like you can't call. I want everybody to feel welcomed. Well, I appreciate that. Well, here's the thing, Virginia. It's the people are beautiful. The community here, the people that live in it. Yeah. Yep.
And there's so many things that they've done wrong, but everybody knows something. Fix it, and they don't fix it. It just makes it worse.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Virginia. It just and then when even given an opportunity to do something right, they blow it. It does.
Well, I hope you and Bicycle Bob have fun going down.
Hey, we both ride bicycles down California Avenue, Virginia. I'm sure I'll ring my bell as he goes by. Thank you, Virginia. Have a good weekend. Oh goodness, yes, I too feel the heaviness of carrying the burden of having to work on my birthday, just as our city councilman Andre Gonzalez does. He's hard at work, trying to move up that ladder. Now he's finally got a shot. He's gonna make himself an assemblyman. Assemblyman Gonzalez. Mama should be proud. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. Do we have anything else before we go to our last break, sir? Who do you got?
JR, anyone who rides a bike in this town is insane. You can't ride a bike in this town on the street. You're taking your life in your own hands. Even a motorcycle is dangerous.
I don't ride on the street. I ride on the sidewalk. I do, because you're absolutely right. I'm not riding in the street. I don't even ride in the crosswalk. I get off my bike and walk my bike across the street. And there's only one street that I really cross. It's California Avenue, and then I cut through the what is it, Hobby Lobby parking lot. Yeah, AMC Hobby Lobby, the big parking lot right here. I cut diagonally right through it. But it's also 5:45, 5:50 in the morning when I'm leaving, so there's hardly anybody on the road. Although I won't be riding my bike this week. It's going to be too dang hot. Too. It's going to warm up. It's August in Bakersfield as we finally got the heat. Do we have anything else before I take my break, sir?
Yes. Is the person running against Bicycle Bob Kevin Oliver?
No. No. And no. That's not his ward. He ran against Larry Coleman, and Larry Coleman won the old Bruce Freeman seat. So no, it is not Kevin Oliver. Although it wouldn't, I mean, he's a real estate guy. If he wanted to buy a house somewhere, sure he could. Mike's calling me. I don't even know who this is, but his number's somehow in my phone. 661-842-5376. Anything else?
I got one more.
One more.
JR, if and when you ever go to Washington, D.C., near the White House, the bike lanes are in the middle of the road, 2 lanes each way. Yes.
But in certain cities it works. I think we discussed this a little bit the other day, where LA, San Francisco, New York, where people ride bikes, where people that's a form of actual commuting in those cities. I don't need it because some city councilman has a bike club that him and his boys like to go riding in. I don't want it because somebody has some degree in urban planning and they think that traffic calming is the solution. Yeah, she's got a degree. Urban planning right there. Wish she would actually put it to use sometimes. Oh, goodness, it's Friday. Get me to the weekend. I've got a busy weekend. I'll be in Fresno tomorrow with my daughter. Gonna go check out a concert for the evening. Gonna go see Too Short in the Dog Pound. I'm kidding. It's a Christian concert, you guys. Calm down. If you guys want to chime in, there's still time. 661-842-5376. 661-842-KERN. Drop us a text. Give us a phone call. Go to the YouTube. Drop a line in the chat. Send me an email. jr@kernradio.com. Got to get to a break. It's the JR Show. It's Kern Radio. We'll be right back. Some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade. Old Spice, long dry. I'm sitting in the shade. I tried me some lemons, but my Jesus, he be making lemonade. My Jesus be making lemonade. Life be handing me lemons. Like standing at an ATM waiting for the person in front of me. Jesus is like, I got you some lemonade. Just stand in the shade and chill, JR. It's all good. That song was made on a goof. There's a group called the Figs, and they were kind of messing around on their Instagram. They do this, trying to make music like other artists, and they picked Forrest Frank, and they made this little sample, and we're like, oh, look, we made a song like Forrest Frank. Forrest Frank was like, hey, dude, that's actually kind of really dope. Let me try that. And then he made something back, sent it to them on Instagram, and then they were like, oh, really? Okay. And then 4 days later, 5 days later, they drop a song called Lemonade. It's my daughter loves Forrest Frank right now. Absolutely loves. That's her favorite artist, I think, is Forrest Frank, and I am absolutely okay with it because that dude is, if you haven't listened to it, go and give it a peep. It's Forrest Frank. His new one is called Lemonade. His other one, he broke his back on a skateboard about 2 weeks ago, and then he laid down 2 days later. He made a song called God's Got My Back. And that's how Jesus be making lemonade when life be trying to hand you lemons. 661-842-5376. Do we have a text message? While I read the text message on my phone, sir. What do you got?
You always watch Kern County activities. You know it's not safe for anyone on two wheels.
I do watch Kern County activities. Their backup got shut down yesterday, I think they said. But no, I do watch. I do watch Kern County activities. The person told me I can't out them yet, so I'll respect that. But they said I can tease it, and I already did. I already teased it, so I already told them somebody's running against Bicycle Bob. I'll be able to tell you in about 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, they said. Then media day the day after that. But they'll come here first. So you'll find out before everybody else. Just listen to the JR show. In about 2 weeks, you'll find out who's running against Bicycle Bob. And we're going to get this guy pedaling faster to the finish line. I'm going to be his campaign. I know, I'm kidding. I'm not going to be his campaign manager. Anything else before we go to the weekend, sir? Anything to put me in good spirits?
What's wrong with Too Short?
Nothing's wrong with Too Short, but for an 8-year-old, you got to be out of your darn mind. There's nothing wrong with Too Short. I love Too Short. I grew up on Too Short. Trust me, I know how to say the B word properly because of Too Short. But I'm not taking my 8-year-old daughter to a Too Short concert. No, I take her to the Christian concerts, you see, because I'm a good dad. Brandon Lake, Phil Wickham, and Josiah Queen tomorrow night. Go give them a listen to as well. I got to get out of here. Somebody texted me and said, laugh my A off, assemblyman. I said, yeah, that's how we do it. Got to get to the weekend. Stick around for the Ralph Bailey Show. It's a Friday. Rick Bentley with entertainment stops by. It's the JR Show. Lily, Dad loves you. All right, you guys, be good to each other this weekend. If you can't find a good person